No fancy glassware in this review, but still, we're going to enjoy some nice, tasty beer. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Make Brewski, for another Rooski Brewski review. And today the beer I have for you is by the Trestle Brewing Company out in Parry Sound, Ontario. This is their Golden Ale, coming in at 5% alcohol by volume, and the unlisted IBUs. Not here on the can that I can see at the moment, but the website is showing it coming in at 22 IBUs. Golden Ale. It's a lager ale, according to the website. So let's crack this open and see what we got. I'm pouring it into just regular old glass. Let's get some head on there. Come on, come on. Get a little bit of foam. Get a little bit of head on there. There we go. Looking at the beer, it is pretty clear. Slight little bit of haze, just ever so slightly. But still, nice white head on top. Very, very bubbly, carbonated, or effervescent. Looks pretty nice. Let's have a smell. Oh, that smells really nice. That smells pretty sweet. It smells grainy, bready, caramel malts. Little melony almost. Actually smells quite inviting. Let's have a sip. A little sour. Yeah, a little sour in the finish. Kind of weird. It comes in sweet with like a melony, grainy, grassy flavor. Moves into some breadiness and then some weird souriness in the finish. Not really sure how to take that finish, but we gotta dive in and see more about the beer. So cheers everybody, let's keep on drinking. Yeah, melon, grass, grain, bready, sour, weird off tasting sour note at the finish. And that's sort of where I get a little lost and I get a little disappointed in this beer is the finish. Because everything before that's really, really good. And then that soury, weird, almost like rancid sort of flavor comes in. And that's not really good. It's not a great finishing note to have. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's something you can definitely move past and get over. It's just something to be noted for sure. Overall, very nice and light mouthfeel. Goes down really crisp and clean. Sits really well. Mouthfeel and drinkability is definitely top notch on this beer. It's just that one flavor that gets you. But I like it. I don't mind it actually. It's not too bad. Looking on the can, Trestle Brewing Company Golden Ale, Parry Sound, Ontario, 5% ABV, 22 IBUs. We have a description here on the back and it reads, "We are an independently owned craft brewery located in downtown Parry Sound, Ontario, where the Seagoon River flows into the Georgian Bay under the historic CPR Trestle Bridge. It's all about the water around here. Our inland lake and the 30,000 islands of Georgian Bay provide unparalleled chances to explore. We know our water is really special, and it just so happens to make especially delicious beer. Brewed by the Bay, discover fresh. TrestleBrewing.com." Pretty cool description. Ingredients: water, Pilsner barley malt, Vienna barley malt, hops, and yeast. I think it's where I'm getting that sort of weird finishing flavor. It's from that Pilsner malt. That actually makes a lot of sense, and I'm just not a big fan of that particular flavor at all. But yeah, pretty nice. Ingredients list on the bottom. Brewed on date. Yes, there is. It's kind of stretched out. I see something 25 something 0.18. So sometime it was brewed in 2018. When I don't really know. 25 looks to be a 1718. Doesn't really make sense as far as dates go. But it's sometime in 2018. Who really knows? I don't, you don't. But we'll live with it because this beer is still, I want to say fresh. It doesn't smell rancid by any means. And I think that final taste, that soury taste, is definitely from the Pilsner malt. Pilsner barley malt. Yeah, I think it's from that. And that's just a flavor that I'm not a big fan of. Moving over to the website now, TrestleBrewing.com. You come down to the Trestle Golden Ale. Yeah, Golden Ale. Lagered Ale, 5%, 22 IBUs. Shows the LCBO, I guess, SKU number, which is pretty good. If you want somebody to search that up, you can give it to them. And there is another separate description from the can, and it reads, "Our flagship beer. It is a crisp and clean lagered ale molded after our favorite European pilsners. We brew it using only high-quality German Pilsner and Vienna malts, along with a blend of European and North American hops. It's a perfect dockside drinker." The label design was pretty obvious from the start. It's a representation of the view from our patio and tap room, with some of our favorite Georgian Bay imagery framed under the big Trestle Bridge. Available at select establishments in Parry Sound area, it is currently the only beer we have available through the LCBO and grocery stores. If you would like your local store to carry it, please request LCBO SKU number sign 540245. For the full list of where it's currently available, click here. That's really cool. Nice. And they have a nice little picture of the beer. And I have to say, pretty cool. I kind of like if that's their view from their what do you call it again? Tap room? There we go. That's pretty cool. That's not a bad view. I wouldn't mind seeing that view every day while I work either. Like I said, not a bad beer. It's just that final note, that sort of souriness note to it. Not my favorite, and that's definitely due to the Pilsner malt used. Finally, moving over to Untappd, Trestle Brewing's Golden Ale has been given a 3.47 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of just over 1,200 ratings. Not too bad. That's not too bad of a beer. I do enjoy it. It's just that final note. That's what gets me. But yes, guys, we are on the final sip, so cheers on the final sip. Let's get right to ratings. I just really like the mouthfeel of it. It's so crisp, it's so clean, and it goes down beautifully. This is a solid lagered ale, golden ale, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty good for sure. Gets a solid 7 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, I do like the can design. I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of reminiscent almost of like a Coors Banquet with the color scheme that they have here. The sort of matte, glossy, pale yellow, and the blue on it sort of reminds me of a Coors Banquet-ish, kind of, at least the color scheme of it. Still very nice. Good description on the back. Ingredients are listed, and a brewed on date is on the bottom, even though it is hard to read. All it's really missing are IBUs here on the can, but thankfully the website gives you a nice separate description saying what kind of, not a detailed malts and hops list, but more of a general one is pretty nice as well. Also, saying if you want the beer in your area, you can help do that. So that's pretty cool as well. Overall, presentation gets a solid 7.5 out of 10 as well. With all that said, guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want me to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. And like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.